Okay, so I'm literally in the gym parking lot right now, but I just couldn't go in there without sharing some information about the full moon energy and what's happening right now, the shift. And I'm not sure if you all feel this, but usually before a full moon, maybe in the couple days leading up, there's a feeling of being like stuck or in this kind of liminal space, or maybe emotions get brought up. These are the things that we are supposed to be paying attention to, because the full moon is about manifesting. So we've planted the seeds of the new moon, and we've kind of released, embraced this decline. And then now that the full moon is here, April 1st, now, it's really bright. And now it's time to, listen to what still needs to be kind of shed. So anything that's bringing up some emotions, any thoughts that are causing you to not sleep, or you wake up at 3 a.m. and thinking about certain things. So those are your little signs of things that you still need to release and let go of. And there's still time. So even though today is the full moon, it doesn't have to be like, oh, today I need to manifest because today is the full moon. You can still embrace this release and this letting go while you are placing your manifestation order. So this April full moon is a very, very powerful one. As I was looking back in my journals, realizing a year ago, strong again on this date. So I just want to call your attention to it, and also just call your attention to the pattern. So for me, it's super powerful. For you, it might be not as powerful as another full moon. But I want to let you know that in May, we're getting set up for something very, very special. So May 1st is a full moon. May 31st is a full moon. And so that is really crazy that the beginning of the month and the end of the month start and end with a full moon. So May equals manifestation, people. And today is really important for you to be in an introspective place, for you to listen, be silent. And so many of us are in this race of, I have to do this. I should be doing this. I'm not doing enough, or whatever that is, feeling stuck or feeling like you don't have any power or control over your life. And I'm here to tell you that you totally do. I need to look at you, even though it's super bright. So we can create our own. We can create our own life. We know this, but we can only create what we can control, right? So even though we have these secondary characters in our lives, like we're the main character, we have these secondary characters in our lives, we can't we can't force them to act a certain way, but we know that we can control the way we respond, we react, and who we choose to be around and who we choose to allow in. And I know sometimes it's easier said than done. So here's the deal. If you are someone that is dealing with a situation, so many of my clients and people around me have been kind of coming to me with these situations of people in their lives or things that they have to just get through. They can't just run away or escape. You know what I'm saying? So just these kind of tough, sticky times where it's not going to last forever, but it's so icky. It might create a feeling of dread. And I'm here to share with you that this is completely normal for what's going on right now. And that the dread doesn't have to be dread for your whole day, for your whole week, for your whole month, and that you have more power than you think. So maybe a little tip might be to practice gratitude for everything else. Try to be present for everything else in your day, in your week, in your morning. And if you have to deal with a situation or a tough, challenging moment that maybe you deal with daily, weekly, monthly, maybe it's a relationship, if you have to deal with that, then protect yourself, protect your energy before you go into that situation. Almost as if imagining an armor around you, an armor field of protection, of love and light around you. And I know with some people, this is easier said than done. And it all has to do with belief, right? Belief and faith, because if you say, well, that's not going to help. Okay, well, it's not going to help. Sorry, Erin, I tried it, but it didn't help. Well, guess what? You might have tried it, but you didn't believe it. And so it really has to be congruent with your belief and your faith that you are protected, that you are loved, that your God, your higher self, your angels, your guides, your past loved ones watching over you, that they want the best for you, that they want you to have bliss and have happiness. Now, the struggle is meant to teach us something. We all know that. We've heard that a million times. And I'm here to allow you and invite you to take that struggle, and after it's done, go to a quiet place and be calm and listen to what you are supposed to learn from it. That is the only way, peeps. That is the only way for us to get past these things. And that is the only way for us to get out of this cycle. So when you are silent and when you say, okay, what am I supposed to learn from this? I mean, I know I'm going through this struggle for a reason. Then listen. You are going to get downloads. You are going to get little signs. You are going to get that you're loved, that you're protected. You're going to get, hey, this is something that you can control, whatever that may be. It's going to be up to you, and for you to listen to that. Now, some people say, oh, it sounds like my own, I'm going to look at you again. It sounds like my own imagination talking, or like, am I just making this up in my head? So here's the deal. Those things that come into our heads are signs. Yes, we might be, it's our imagination, but think about when we're little, like this is the truth. This is the truth. And so if it comes into your head, oh, maybe that's just me making it up. No, that's you being guided to believe that and to wipe out any of the other like negative and heavy self-talk. So I could go on and on. I just felt called to share this with you, because this is kind of coming up a lot, and I want us to all be able to release things that aren't serving us, because these next full moons are so powerful for manifesting and so powerful for literally like writing our order down and placing it as if we're ordering at a restaurant, people, for real. So, and that's it. And then you got to let it go and not worry. And that's the other thing is that, and I said this before, is about the excitement about what's to come needs to be maintained. So if there is something that's causing you worry or doubt, you need to sit with it and maybe wipe it out. So that way you can get back to the excitement. So lately I'm feeling called to share more, to just be raw and real like this. Even if it's a messy gym day or whatnot. I've also been asked to share my story. So that's coming up later, because I can't believe that I'm here right now. I can't believe that this is, I wasn't always like this. I wasn't always doing this. And so that's to come. But I hope you are able to be in silence. I hope you are able to journal, be in nature today, and really embrace this powerful energy and really listen to what things you might still need to release in order for you to maintain this beautiful excitement. So with that being said, peace out, people. Ciao. Love you all.